Tonight, new fears of a possible major escalation of the war in the Middle East, with President Biden warning Iran may be planning to hit targets inside Israel soon.
They're threatening to launch a significant attack on Israel. As I told Prime Minister Netanyahu, our commitment to Israel's security against these threats from Iran and its proxies is ironclad.
Iran eyeing retaliation for strikes last week on a diplomatic building in Syria that killed several Iranian commanders, which it blames on Israel. Iran, a primary backer of both Hamas and Hezbollah. Two U.S. officials tell NBC News any retaliation inside Israel is expected to focus on military and intelligence targets, not civilians, and that the Biden administration is considering options for how to respond. Also tonight, growing tensions over a new Israeli airstrike in Gaza. Israel saying the attack killed 3 adult sons of a top Hamas leader, who they say were Hamas operatives, including a commander. Hamas says the strike also killed 4 of his grandchildren. During today's state visit for Japan's prime minister, President Biden demanding Hamas accept the latest ceasefire offer that includes returning the hostages, including Americans held by Hamas.
There's a now up to Hamas. They need to move on the proposal that's been made. We'll get these hostages home where they belong.
Tonight, former hostage Aviva Siegel, whose husband Hirsch Siegel is still being held, tells NBC's Andrea Mitchell it's time for results.
Somebody needs to help. And I'm begging Biden to be strong enough, stronger than Hamas.
Chapter 5. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, and they shall not escape, and they shall not escape. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
The Security Council will now begin its consideration of item 2 on the agenda. In a letter dated 2nd April 2024, addressed to the Secretary General, the Permanent Observer of the Observer State of Palestine referred to the application of the State of Palestine for membership in the United Nations contained in document S/2011/592, dated 23rd September 2011, and requested that renewed consideration be given to that application by the Security Council during the month of April 2024. That letter has been circulated in document S/2024/286.
Go ahead. It was sent to the Security Council through the Secretary General of the UN. It was a historic moment then, and now that historic moment has been revived again, and we sincerely hope, after 12 years since we changed our status to an observer state, that the Security Council will elevate itself to implementing the global consensus on the two-state solution by admitting the State of Palestine for full membership.
Okay, so the Council has agreed to meet an open meeting today at noon, 12 o'clock, to formally proceed with referring the letter from the Permanent Observer of the State of Palestine to the Committee on Admissions. The Committee on Admissions will discuss what was received in the letter, which is for the Security Council to give renewed consideration to their 2011 application for membership in the United Nations during the month of April. So we have agreed that at noon we will go to committee. The committee has to deliberate within the month of April, and we all recognize that any member of the Council may decide to present a resolution for membership to be voted at any time, as is the procedure of the Council.
The day of the Lord so cometh, as a thief in the night, as a thief in the night, as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, and they shall not escape, and they shall not escape.